What's up, my fellow Skolgers? Coming in tonight, Sunday evening, after a very, very sloppy win for the Vikings. Now, a win is a win, but my goodness, it was an ugly one. It was an ugly one against the Bears, the Chicago Bears, a division rival, 1-0 in the NFC North this year. So that is a positive takeaway. A 19-13 win where, yes, we were without Justin Jefferson, but for, half the game, they were without Justin Fields. You would think that would equate to a decent, sized victory, but again, a one-score game, as always with this team. I'll say sitting at 2-4 with San Francisco next, which I don't really anticipate us beating, but you never know. Anything can happen, but man, oh man, just not a lot of confidence coming out of today's game as far as offensively. But again, a win is a win. So let's talk about this. My voice, I've been sick for a little bit. I feel better now, but my voice hasn't fully come back. So this will be a shorter video. So please forgive me. But when it comes to the Vikings, it was just a weird game, a very weird game. We're going to look at the stats here for players. We look here, Kirk Cousins, 21 of 31 for 181 yards and a touchdown. Now, Kirk was far from perfect today, but he was also far from the reason for our offensive woes. Look right here, Alexander Mattison, 18 carries, 44 yards, a 2.4 yards per carry average. My goodness. I'm sorry. Why is Cam Akers not touching the ball more? 1 carry for 8 yards. He needs to be getting more touches, in my opinion. We need to see more of Cam Akers. Has to happen. On the receiving side, without Justin Jefferson, I was expecting Jordan Addison to have a big day. It was a little quiet. He had 3 catches for 28 yards. Now, one of those was a touchdown, which is great, but there just wasn't a lot of production there. TJ Hawkinson led the team with 6 catches for 50 yards, also had at least 1 big drop that I can remember. I'm sorry, but TJ Hawkinson has been so lackluster this year for me. And for what we're paying him, things need to change in a hurry because this is unacceptable in my opinion. I don't care about the 6 catches, the 50 yards, because they didn't. He's dropping the important ones, which is extremely frustrating. KJ Osborne, 4 catches for 48 yards. He had a fine day, I guess. Alexander Mattison, 4 catches for 28 yards. He had a drop in there as well. Surprise, surprise. But offensively, that wasn't our strong suit. But defense was a little bit better. Danielle Hunter, big day for him. Big day, 6 tackles, 2 sacks. Love to see it. Love to see the season that he's having. He's playing really well this year. Jordan Hicks had a monster game. Interception on the day, as well as a fumble recovery for a touchdown. Big day for Jordan Hicks, number 58. We love to see it. Now, like I said, this is going to be a shorter video so I can rest my voice, but I just had to come on here and say something. Defensively, it wasn't perfect. Special teams was not very good today. I was not impressed with special teams. Offense, we missed Justin Jefferson severely. The Chicago Bears are a mess right now, and they were without Justin Fields for like half the game. So you got to take today's win with a grain of salt. Now, granted, a win is a win. Anything in the NFL can happen. There's no such thing as an easy win every week. That's just not realistic. But even though San Francisco lost today, they were without Christian McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel. I expect that they will probably be back for next Monday's game, prime time here in Minnesota. They're a juggernaut of a team. They really are when they're healthy. So the way that the Vikings play today, they will not get away with that against San Francisco. It's not going to happen. So something needs to happen. Addison needs to step up. Osborne needs to step up. Hawkinson really needs to step up. And I think Cam Akers needs to see more touches because I have not been impressed with Madison this season. Regardless, a lot of negativity that I'm spewing here, but a win is a win. Sitting at 2-4, going against arguably the best team in the NFL next week on Monday. Let's just say worst case scenario, we're 2-5 after that. The schedule does lighten up a bit, so there is some, potential hope there, I guess. We needed to win today, but I think the offense definitely showed today that we really missed Justin Jefferson, and with him being out at least the next 3 games, we have to take 2 of those 3, in my opinion, to have a shot. So I really hope that he's able to come back after the 4 minimum games that he's required to be out on IR. It's a win, but it doesn't really feel like it, if that makes sense. It feels... I feel like I'm left with a lot more questions than answers after a divisional win. So take that as you will. Regardless, I'm happy that we got the win, of course. I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do against the Niners without Justin Jefferson. Hopefully we can stay competitive, but I'm not confident. Either way, a lot to work on. We got, an extra day to prepare at home. See if O'Connell's got something up his sleeve. Who knows? Either way, I'd love to know how you guys feel in the comments as far as where the Vikings stand right now and what you guys feel going forward is going to look like for the rest of the season. Beyond that, yeah, it's an ugly win. An ugly win, but a win is a win. So can't be too terribly upset about it. But if the Vikings are going to be successful, especially against a juggernaut like San Francisco, they got to execute better. Offense has to be better. Defense, stay aggressive. And we'll see. The Niners fell today, so they are beatable. They are beatable. But can we execute? That is the number one question. We'll see. We will see. Thank you guys for tuning into this episode of Zafa Talk, and we'll see you next time. Skol, bitches.